What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button, and if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the politics and BS. First and foremost, I want to say there are blogs, there are YouTube content creators, there are a number of more people that are talking and sharing this political climate and what's going on right now that I am absolutely so happy about, because I've been talking about politics not consistently on my platform for a little minute now, and I decided that I was going to stay on this because I feel like it's important for people to know what's really going on. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to light it up the ante, keep my foot on the political necks of these cons and these people that want to repeal and replace and roll back the clock and take away rights and freedoms that have already existed for so many years. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to sit silently and just talk about things that really are irrelevant. So when I see this, it really does make me happy, okay? Because I won't even say the name, but there are Instagram blogs where you might go on there and I would see things about people that I could care less about. I'm never going to watch Zeus and baddies and whatever, comes on there. And they would be showing this stuff like nonstop. Krishan Rock and whatever her boyfriend or baby daddy or whoever he is to her these days, and that different type of stuff, like back to back to back to back. And now I get on there and I'm seeing Kamala and Donald Trump and the ridiculousness of it all when it comes to that, back to back to back to back. I'm seeing that more so now. So I'm absolutely happy about this right now. But I want to get into this because, yeah, let's just go ahead and get into this. Amanda Seales. Whew, Amanda Seales.
In clips of Kamala Harris stating things. I don't need politicians to state things. I need politicians to do things. When I met with Kamala Harris, after she summoned me, I said to her straight up, you talk out two sides of your neck and we don't know what you're talking about. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Kamala Harris who's trying to shut me the fuck up. Because I told her straight up that I feel like she is disingenuous in her messaging. And she said to me, well, you're being too critical. And I said, I am a voter. I'm supposed to be critical. That's my job. And I want to see actions. She said, well, how am I supposed to talk about racism in America without calling Americans racist? I said, well, first of all, there are many racist Americans. But there's also policy, legislation, institution, and systems that are racist that need to be addressed. They need to be addressed. And if you're not going to do that in an actualized way and in a loud, bold way, people will never really know where you're coming from. Well, you can't tell me how I feel. So I'm not telling you how you feel. I'm telling you how you sound. I'm telling you how you sound. Okay? The truth is that you should always question your source and what are their intentions. And what you all need to know is that I don't need to do any of this. I don't need to talk about any of this.
All right, guys. So you heard what she said. And here's what I'm just going to say to this, because I'm going to try to make this as short and sweet as possible. Amanda Seales, I've talked about her a few times. I don't talk about her very often. my personal opinion is I feel that Amanda Seales, she is one of these internet activists where, like she just did in this. This was just the audio. You didn't see the video, but I'll put the link if you want to see her say what she said. Okay. Where she'll hit the record button or go live button on her social media platform to say whatever she's going to say while she's in the comforts of her home or wherever else, to share her views and opinions on things that are going on. And while some of the things that she's saying may be true, I'm not even sitting here to say that what she's saying is a lie. But what are you actually doing about it to make things different? Now, her saying these things, while I could say that I agree where she's coming from, there is a way to go about doing things. And if you really want to be an activist, you have to actually act, not just speak. And she does a lot of speaking. She does a lot of talking. Talk. Just like a lot of people online. And hell, I'm doing it. I'm speaking right now. But like I said, I'm just here to share my thoughts, views, and opinions. I am not calling myself an activist like some people call her, and I believe she calls herself. Activism, it actually is supposed to have you embody action. So her just saying she told Kamala Harris this and she told Kamala Harris that, and she had a conversation with her. Well, okay, what the hell do you want to do? Do you want to have Trump in office and you think that things are going to go your way? Do you really think that he's going to enact policies and affect change that are going to be beneficial? Absolutely not. So why not, instead of sitting there criticizing her in a way that could be off-putting to people that may have them second guess, I don't know if I want to vote for her, so I ain't going to vote at all. Why not create some sort of whatever she wants to call it to say, you know what, we are going to bombard the White House, the Congress, the Senate. We want to get her in office, and we want to say, okay, these are the things that we are expecting to have enacted, or the changes we want to see become effective once you get in office. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying, yeah, I'm gonna vote for you, but these are the things that I want to see happen. Absolutely. Lobbyists do it all the time. Lobbyists, they go and they line these politicians' pockets with a whole lot of cash for them to vote their way for things that are going to be beneficial to them. Now, while I'm not saying that Amanda Seales needs to go out and bribe people, but I'm saying her sitting online and talking about stuff like this and not really doing anything about it is not going to change anything in any way, shape, or form. And she's also coming from a place of hurt and holding a grudge because her most recent show that she had schedule was canceled. And I talked about that a little bit too, and how I felt, it's my personal opinion, that it had to do with her sharing her thoughts on these so-called attempt on 45 at his rally. I'll leave it at that. And how DJ Academics was blasting her for her views on what she felt about the situation. So her saying, I wouldn't even doubt if it was her that tried to get me canceled because of what I said to her. I really don't think Kamala Harris is thinking about Amanda Seales. I could pretty much bet some money and guarantee that I would win, because I highly doubt Kamala Harris, when she decided to step up to the plate and say, you know what, I'm going to take this one for the team because there's a bigger issue at stake here, and making sure that we keep that narcissistic psychopath who has a penchant for power and dictatorship out of office for good, was saying, well, I hope this doesn't ruffle Amanda Seales' feathers. I really don't think she was thinking about you, Amanda. So I just wanted to share my thoughts on that, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.